fight is in association with Baco Presents, representing Reyes, and obviously Eye of the Tiger, Camilo Estefan, who's been a great partner with Lemieux. So I want to bring up first, say a few words. Marco Dorado Reyes, you know, this is a great opportunity for him. He's been thankful the whole week. I keep running into him in the casino, and all he keeps saying is thank you. He knows that it's a big opportunity, it's a tough fight, but he trained for it. He trained for it, and he probably had the best training camp of his career. I know it's a tough fight. I've followed his career. I've seen many of his fights, but that's what David wants. David wants real fights, and he's always told us that. Bring it on. Bring everybody. Line them up. And this is no different. So he's got a great opportunity, Michael Reyes. He can really make a name for himself and be considered in the big title fights or with the big names if he wins on Saturday night. So I want to bring him up, say a few words. Marcos El Dorado Reyes.
Hi everybody. First of all, I want to thank God. And I want to thank my promoters, Paco, Don Charging, is here. I want to thank my team. Without my team, I'd not be here tonight. So I'm very grateful. I'm very excited for this fight. To be fighting on May 6th event on the undercard with Canelo. I want to thank Dave Lemieux for accepting the challenge. It's gonna be a good fight. Two big punchy fighters in the ring. It's gonna be explosive. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'm sure you guys saw David's last fight. Many of you might vote it as knockout of the year. It was an incredible knockout, one of the best I've ever seen in my life and throughout my career in boxing. And the first thing that Oscar did was he texted me, we need him on May 6th. We need him, and I was in the ring. They haven't even made the announcement yet, and Oscar was already texting me, we need him on May 6th. So when I got back to Los Angeles, I told Oscar, look, he just fought, let's give him a week off. And Oscar was like, no, call him. I want to find out. So I waited till Tuesday after the fight. So I called our partner, Camille, and I said, hey, Camille, I hope you don't get offended. I know you guys, we just had a big week last week, great fight. I know David only went a couple of rounds. But what do you think? I mean, I know he's probably going to want to rest. It's a quick turnaround. Would he be available May 6th? And Camille said to me, well, let me ask him. He's here at the gym. And I was like, what? He said, let me ask him. So he went over and David said, yes, of course, yes. So that's how dedicated David has been. I've said it to some of you guys, and I believe this in my heart. That Golovkin fight was a blessing in disguise. David has grown from that fight. He's become better. He's taken boxing a lot more serious now. He's changed his team. He's done so many things that the great fighters do. And Camille's been with him step by step. He really doesn't need any introduction with a face like this. He's really becoming one of the most exciting fighters out there. You know you're going to get a great fight with David Lemieux when he steps in that ring, and you know he's going to try to rip your head off. So the amount of response we got when we announced that David was going to be on May 6th was overwhelming. It was great. We got calls from all over the place, emails, on Twitter. People were so excited to see David back in the ring again. So I'm very excited to see this fight. I know it's a tough fight for David. He's fighting a bigger man. He's fighting a guy that's dangerous and hungry, but that's what David wants. He wants the big fights. He wants to be considered for the big names. He's not here to hide and pick and choose. He wants everybody and anybody. So I want to bring up our partner, Camilo Estefan, who's done a great job with David in Montreal and throughout his career. He's the #1 promoter in Canada, doing the most shows right now. And he's a great friend to Golden Boy Promotions. So Camille, he'll introduce David.
Hello everyone. Very excited. Everything's been said about this card, but honestly, as a fan of boxing myself, what an amazing card. Every fight is a must-see. The numbers are wonderful. The fans are responding. And I want to mention something about the industry of boxing, looking at what's happening now. With great events, people come out. The right fights, people are there. They say, yes, we vote for you. We're going to say, yes, we're going to support you. Last week, an amazing event across the continent. Here we go, Cinco de Mayo, one of the best shows ever put on, and probably the best undercard that I've ever seen myself. We're here to contribute to this great show. Bring fireworks. David is ready. He'll tell you about it. And we want to support our fans. We have so many fans that wanted to come out, and you know, we hopped on the show, as Eric mentioned, later, so it was already sold out. I'm going to say a few words in French to our fans in Quebec, Canada. Un grand remerciement à tous nos partisans, aux gens de la presse qui sont ici, qui suivent David, qui nous supportent dès le début, qui croient en nous. On est là pour vous rendre fiers. Alors, on va revenir avec une belle victoire, une fierté pour le Québec. So, once again, Oscar, congratulations for the amazing job you are doing. The commitment to making the best fights, and it pays off, and we deserve it. Eric Gomez, probably the most key man in boxing today, in my eyes, doing a great job putting all these difficult fights together. It's not obvious with the politics sometimes in boxing. And Bernard with his support, and their great team. Thank you guys. It means a lot to us, your hard work and dedication. And I want to bring up to speak David. I'm extremely proud. This is a man who is full of integrity, who is full of authenticity. He's real. That's why people love him. They love him for his style. They love him for who he is. And obviously the way he looks helps the female fans on the pages. And we would like to tell Marco Reyes, thank you for accepting the fight. And without further ado, David Lemieux, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I'm back. Faster than I thought. I was here last year at the Canelo doing the undercard against Tapia. It was a great show, great night. I'm expecting tonight, on Saturday, even a much bigger night with two Mexicans going at it, with me on the undercard, and such a great undercard with all the fighters on it. So extremely excited, and I couldn't be more ready. As Eric said, right, I was gonna go on vacation, but he said he spoke with Camille, and Camille told me, "You wanna fight on May 6th?" Of course, sure. I have no injuries. I'm good. I'm ready to go. So we took the fight right away. I'm extremely ready. I'm extremely strong, and we didn't take no time off. We worked very hard for this fight also. So we make sure there's nothing that we left behind that we didn't take to bring to the ring on May 6th. For a great night of boxing. So thanks to Marcos Reyes for accepting the challenge. I can only tell him it's gonna be a painful, beautiful experience, but it's gonna be an experience. So and to everybody that supports me, my team, Camila Stefan, Eric Gomez, Golden Boy, Bernard Hopkins, and Oscar De La Hoya, thank you guys for all the support. MGM Grant, your courtesy has been great, thank you. The T-Mobile Arena was great. I fought last year there. It was a great scene, so extremely excited. And all my fans in Quebec, I know you'll be rooting for me. I know a lot of them wanted to come down, but the show was sold out, so got some great Mexican fans here, and I'm ready to give a great show on Cinco de Mayo. I'm ready, so thank you very much.
Thank you, David. In closing, there you have it, guys. I mean, you know, this is our card. I think it's a terrific card. I'm very excited, not only as the promoter on Saturday night, but as a fan, because I like to tell people I'm a fan first, and I'm gonna enjoy this one. But I want to thank you guys in the media and the press, because I've seen a lot of the stories you guys have been writing, and we couldn't do this without you guys. So I want to thank you guys. You guys have done a great job covering this promotion, and it proves that if you have the best fighters fighting each other, the people are going to turn out. Last week's fight, 90,000 people. I was talking to Dan Rayfield a couple of days ago, and he said, Eric, I've never seen anything like it. That was a sellout. It was incredible. And what a great fight. What a great heavyweight fight. This Saturday's a sellout. Back-to-back sellouts. Tomorrow's a sellout. Back-to-back-to-back. And then you have Andre Ward coming back against Kovalev too. If we do these fights, guys, boxing is back. It's back, it's unmatched. And us at Golden Boy, we're committed. If everything goes as planned, we're gonna have a big September as well. So thank you guys once again. In the media, you guys have been great, very supportive. And from the bottom of my heart, Oscar, our entire team at Golden Boy, we thank you guys. So thank you. We're going to pose the fighters now. And oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Before we pose the fighters, we're going to open it up to questions. So we'll open up to questions. We're going to do a Q&A session, and then we'll pose the fighters. So stay seated, guys. So raise your hands for questions, and we'll get a mic to you guys. Mike.